dear child, you sacrifice too much. You need peace, rest. Come here and stay with me a while.
A great pounding suddenly erupts in your chest. Your inner god roars and bellows, an incoherent, maddening cacophony.
It is awful how he treats you. He asks so much and gives so little in return. I am the only one who cares. He will say otherwise. He always does. And in the end, he'll betray you. Don't play his game. Think of yourself. Rest here. The sun is golden. No one will bother you. This moment can last forever, if you let it.
A sudden weariness washes over, bone deep and as irresistible as a strong current. The fatigue ebbs away, then surges back.
Shh, don't fight it. This is how it's supposed to be. Sleep now. When you wake, it will be in a new world, a beautiful world. I only wanted to give you rest, not pain. Now I leave you to my children. They are many. They are impatient. They lack my gentle touch. I am sorry, truly.
Бля, верни исток, гнида. Так. Наверное, сначала с этим надо разобраться. Даже не знаю. Давай. -1. А ты куда идешь? Я тебя понял. Ёб твою мать. Что? В смысле шотнуло? Чего? В смысле что? А ты не слишком ли ты хуя ходишь, блядь? Что? Что? Блядь. Это пиздец. Я ебал. Ты куда ты? Ой, твою мать, дебил. Почему вы не стреляете? Вот же. Ой, ёб твою. Да в смысле, сейчас я должен был ходить? Что за фигня, блядь? Только не бей, обоссыну не бей. Обоссыну не бей. Пиздец, блядь, что это такое? Это просто... Слов нет. Почему все так норовят? Почему все такие, блядь, сильные, блядь? Как по щелчку. Куда идти качаться-то? Все, хотя бы, блин, было, не знаю, там, показатель, типа, этот квест для такого уровня, этот квест для такого уровня. Говно ебаное. Так, дом мейстера. Пойдемте пополним тогда исток. И... Я даже не знаю, что и... Ну и, наверное, блядь, не знаю, это в черной копии получается. Наверное. Ну да. В другую сторону.
A man paces back and forth, puffing anxiously on a pipe. His face is creased with tiredness. The faint coppery hue of dried blood stains his hands. He sees you.
If you're looking for healing or the like, then you'd best look elsewhere. My plate is full for now.
The man chomps on the bit of his pipe, generating a small cloud of nervous smoke. Finally, he plucks it from his mouth and clears his throat.
I came by a new patient, a young woman, very troubled. I'll do what I can for her, but I'll need to concentrate. And that means...
He gestures with his pipe for you to leave.
Oh, fine. You can help. Take this, just be careful. It's clear she's a powerful sorcerer, but also whatever she was subjected to has warped her, in body and mind. I have her locked up for good reason.
Ой, кажется, сейчас я опять опиздюлюсь. Можно у тебя что-нибудь? Жадина, говядина.
Be ready to flee, if necessary. Be ready to flee, if necessary. Why would someone do this to another person?
Третьим не
Be
могу.
ready to flee, if necessary.
Hungry.
She's badly afflicted,
Так.
but still powerful. Be careful. She's badly afflicted, but still powerful. Be careful.
Hungry.
Why would someone do this to another person? We need to get closer.
Across the cellar, a shape bearing some resemblance to a woman lurches around to face you. It utters a marrow-curdling gurgle.
She senses us. Be calm and quiet. No sudden moves. You're right. I hadn't noticed before. Couldn't get close enough. We have to help her. Maybe we can reverse whatever was done to her. All right. We need her subdued, understand? Do whatever you can to weaken her. Just don't go too far or you might kill her.
Another gurgle, sharper, angrier. Then the sound of rapid footfalls rushing towards you.
О, ну ё... Ну ёб твою мать. Ну почему? Ну почему снова? Почему, сука, все такие сильные? Иди сюда, блядь.
She's too strong. She must be weakened, or there's no way to help her.
Там была бочка с водой. Классно.
The young woman lies still on the floor, her breathing an uneven rasp. Swan's satchel of surgical tools lies nearby. Swan approaches, cradling his arm with a grimace of pain.
Those summons of hers broke my arm. I'll do what I can to help, but the rest is up to you. Tread carefully. One false move and she's dead.
Там звук такой был, она жива? Я могу сейчас сохраниться? Ха-ха! Обошел систему. Так.
Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Crack. After much effort and a lot of blood, you've created a ragged hole in her skull. Not the finest job, but it will serve. Something moves along her exposed lobe. It's a maggot of some kind. Swan gingerly picks up some forceps with his good hand and tries to remove the maggot. The forceps slip from his hand and strike the floor. He gives you an abashed look.
It's no use. I'm liable to do more damage than good.
The maggot is caught in the pinch of the tweezers and plucked off in a single, swift movement. The woman's breathing has grown shallow as she hovers between life and death. All you can do is close her up and hope for the best. You replace the extracted bone and bind it with copper hooks. Then you draw the scalp back in place and start stitching the incision shut. The woman's breathing grows stronger, more even. Color
13
flushes her
тысяч
cheeks.
опыта.
She's alive. You did it. I've never seen anything like that, not in 20 years. I'll tend to her here for a while. She shouldn't be moved yet. She'll want to thank you once she comes round, I'm sure.
Хорошо, теперь ты позволишь обнести мне твой дом.
It's a damn miracle that she survived.
Да, чудо, что я не проебался, как обычно это я делаю. Ой. Так, тут ничего трогать не будем. Это мы... Угу. Блин, дома по-прежнему обнести нельзя. Не круто. Так-то. Совсем не круто. Это не страшно. Ой, ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. А, это вход как раз, который нам нужен. Понял, понял. Все равно нам через это говно идти. Тебе надо вернуться обратно через мост разрушенный.
It's true what the old miss told me. Victor, she said, you can't gamble forever. It's only a matter of time before your luck runs out. Bless her heart. So, you figured me out, did you? Was so proud of it, too. Even had the next heist lined up. Oh, looks like my thieving days are done, damn it. Tell you what, you were clever enough to figure me out. See that spot on your map? Might as well reap what I couldn't, you know? If you're the gambling type. Ingenious scheme, I thought. Come to think of it, still do.
He chuckles a ghostly chuckle.
I think I'll take this one to the grave with me. Or, wait, you know what I mean.
Открытый секрет. А ну пойдем. Нет, стоп. Надо поговорить с собакой.
The shaggy dog keeps his distance, wary eyes sizing you up as his hackles rise.
You run away. Everyone here run away. All run from something.
He cocks his head to one side, confusion and suspicion wrinkling up his fuzzy face.
I ran away from bad man. Very bad man. Man wanted to make me spider food. I know. I can sniff good and bad. Right or bad. Bad man. So bad. I liked his house. Big garden of stones. Lots and lots of bones to dig. Good. But when I sniffed him, how he is for true, I ran and ran and ran.
He paws a few tentative steps closer and sniffs all around you, nose wrinkling with concentration.
Some bad. Most good. Good enough. Good enough.
He bounds forwards and licks your face effusively. His breath stinks of graveyard clay and ancient bones. Immediately, you feel an allergic reaction developing on your cheek, hot red blotches spreading in an angry rash. The dog scurries away to sniff about the area, leaving you with his approval and an itchy face.
Как мне снять болезнь? Снять камень на броню, могу своими первой помощью. Психона. Хе-хе, я обманул систему. Так, мертвый ящик.
The upper part of the tombstone has worn away. A pauper lieth here. Sick and dying he was found. We did give him blankets. What he lacked
the spirit of a poacher
he
stands
stands
before
before
you.
you. He begs for mercy, but not from you. He has...
Please, Master Acker, it was a mistake. I'd never have killed that deer, not if I knew who it belonged to.
Надеюсь, тех 4 оленей, которые я убил, меня не вспомнят. Значит, тут какая-то ловушка должна быть.
I've spotted something.
Ну, такое сокровище. Большой куш. Ну, блядь, такое. Вот эта дорога ведет. Мне кажется, что мне рано пока туда. Большой куш. Ну, да. Да. Хоть тут очередного тролля нету.
Looks like this place has seen better days. Much better days.
Спуститься туда или нет? Потом как-нибудь. Здорово.
Gareth toils in monotony. Gareth freezes, then turns slowly towards you. His breaths are steady, his voice a monotone.
I'm digging my own parents' graves. You'll have to forgive me for not being first-rate company.
Gareth moves to continue his task, but his cadence falters. He pauses. Silence hangs, begging to be broken.
No, of course you didn't. Godwoken, I've seen Seeker's blood seeping into the sand. I waded through corpses on the deck of the Lady Vengeance. But when the lifeless eyes looking back at you are your own mother's, I just didn't know. I didn't know what darkness lied beyond pain. Dallas's pets. Such helpful tools they are, too. The abominations do the dirty work and the whites keep their robes clean. Convenient. They're still there, spreading their rancid smell through the house. Paladins came to clean up the mess. In the name of Lucian, they say, and they seem to believe it.
Gareth shies away from you. His eyes pass over the half-filled graves, and he takes a shuddering breath.
I'm the one who has prayed. An endless litany. How many pleas does it take? How many tears do I have to shed? How much must I lose for the gods to listen?
Gareth forcefully exhales and looks past you to the nearby house. You fear he might snap the shovel's handle in two.
Then you understand. Good.
His hand moves from his shovel to his sword. He wipes his forefinger along the blade, opening a bloody gash. He stares at the wound, then wipes the blood across his glistening forehead.
Go. Find out what craven wight ordered their slaughter. Anyone that stands between you and truth, no matter the flag they fly or creed they follow, make them bleed!
That creature. It's not Donna, not anymore. It's the Magister's property. Let them handle it.
The two paladins Gareth mentioned are arguing in front of the door to the modest farmstead. As they notice your arrival, they stop talking and look at you quizzically.
We're guarding this house. Wise to stay well back. There's a bunch of silent monks inside who've tasted blood today. Already killed in there, so they did.
They didn't kill anybody. The Magisters who control them did. You know Donna, she wouldn't hurt a fly. Not until they turned her.
But they did turn her. And now she's not Donna anymore. Get it through your head. The poor creature should be put down.
No, wait! Surely, maybe someday they can be fixed. When all this source nonsense is over.
The other paladin rolls his eyes and shakes his head as he turns to face you.
In any event, it's our business, not yours. You just stay well away from the door and you'll be perfectly safe.
You can't do that. They were people who were loved. It's not right to butcher them like cattle. You're right. Here, take the key. We'll leave you to it. I don't want to see Donna like that again.
You'll remember her as she was, Jad. The real her.
Paladin William nods his thanks to you, and with a last sorrow-filled glance at the house...
But, fine.
А в него можно было проникнуть только так, да? Я понял. Интересно. Да? Да, интересно. Заходим, блядь.
The spirit takes in the damage surrounding him and shakes his head.
I wish Gareth were here. I wish I could reach out to him. Tell him how proud we've always been. Tell him to be at peace. Nothing we didn't see coming. We always knew Gareth was fated for greatness. As a boy, he'd leap through the fields with wooden sword in hand, slaying imaginary demons, protecting us from whatever evil he would dream up. We also knew that good men make enemies. We knew evil would come, and so it did. Not as a demon or as a witch, but as a man Gareth once knew as a friend. Jonathan. He watched eagerly as those shambling husks descended. It seemed like a game to him, like theatre. We would never blame Gareth. The righteous always pay a price. May the Seven will it, he will always be the hero we know him to be. We always want to believe in each other. It's what separates us from the void. It's what makes our existence worthwhile. It's what we do next that defines us. We can respond with treachery, or we can rise above. I trust that you will. Gareth did his duty. We felt it was only right that we did ours. The farm was always a safe space for sorcerers needing refuge. They deserved a haven, and so we gave them one. Our guests were usually frightened, shy, grateful. They never used their source, so the Voidwoken never came. The last one, though, she wasn't like the others. A lizard named Hanag. We housed her and fed her. Robes like a wizard's, voice like a queen's. Voidwoken appeared before long, and paladins after that. She clearly drew the Magister's attentions. Our fates were written. I never thought she meant to do us wrong. I don't blame her for fleeing to the Cloister Wood. I worry for her.
Да, я правда не помню, что это за чувак. Неплохо. Неплохо. Потом. Почитаем все потом. Так, только не третий. Третий. Классно. Почему Фейн говорит с ним?
They still live. If you cannot see them slain, then I will. What? This is what trust has brought me. Not peace, not friendship, not the Seven's graces, just death.
Gareth takes quick, tiny paces, back and forth, back and forth. Then he smiles. A thin, frightening smile.
We both know what comes next. You'll see Jonathan dead, and you'll bring me proof.
Блин, ну...
The Seekers.
Почему Фейн? Почему?
Gareth holds his hands up to his face. Dirt clings to the underside of his nails. Grooves on his palms remain.
Yes, I've accomplished more than I could have imagined. And I've more than earned. And if it will not be done by your hands, then it will be done by mine.
Gareth holds...
Do it!
Так, нет. Всего лишь сон. Да, всего лишь сон.
The two paladins Gareth mentioned.
We're guarding this. But they did. No!
The other.
In any event, it's our business, not yours. You can't. They were. You'll remember.
Paladin with.
But, fine.
The spirit takes in.
I wish Gareth. Nothing. We all. He watched. We would never blame Gareth. It's what we do next that defines. I trust that you will. Gareth did. Our guest, the last. She clearly drew the Magister's attention. I never.
The corners of Gareth's mouth slant upwards. So too do his eyebrows.
They still live. If you cannot see them slain, then I will.
Yes. Haha.
His clenched jaw tightens further, and then, in an instant, Gareth's guard is broken. Tears well in his eyes. With every blink, a pearl of grief falls to his cheeks.
My parents, they did nothing to deserve this. They were good, honest, more honest than me. I'd give my own life to bring them back. I never got that last chance to tell them I loved them. I never got to say goodbye. You're right. There's nothing more to be done here. Lucian, forgive me. And please, Godwoken, please forgive me too.
May Gareth always. May Gareth always.
The silent monk looks like she was only recently converted. Her face was clearly beautiful once, and the eyes looking at you, and one of her hands trembles. Twitching, it reaches out to you. Her hand is cold and smooth, like that of a porcelain doll. Jerkily, as if unused to movement, she strokes your hand gently and looks into your eyes. Her lips part, and her mouth moves. Did she whisper, "Save me"? Or, "Slay me"? Or did you only hear what you wanted to hear in the whispers of the wind? Slipping your hand free from hers, you back away and leave her standing there. Her arm remains outstretched, stroking, as if you were still right there beside her.
Так, ладно. Ситуацию мы исправили, все счастливы. Того чувака мы убьем. Блин, не заспавнился посох, как в прошлый раз. Очень печально. Сережа расстроен. В этот раз по луту фигня какая-то. Меч какой-то. Пожалуйста, только не третий. Где он там? Третий. Шикарно. Огонь. Ну, тем чуваком мы займемся позже, а сейчас идем дальше. Перчатки Джонатана. Что они тут делают? Мертвый магистр. Во, это кто так делает?
What's this? I found something.
Ну, здорово.
Everything is very dark all of a sudden.
This grave marker is old. Whatever name was once carved upon it is no longer legible.
Понял тебя. Понял.
Voidwoken! The sorcerer's conjured Voidwoken!
The spectral Magister raises his sword and shield.
Ну-ка.
Magister didn't die by a sword
Понял
anyway.
тебя. Евный бомж. Раз исчез, два исчезли. Ну, ядовитая, ядовитая. Ладно, думаю, не все так плохо, как кажется. Срочно надо им помочь. Сколько у нее хп, прости, минуточку. Охуеть. Что у него 86 на 313? Ну-ка. Ну хуй знает. А, да? Плохо. Блин, он с ядом получился. Будем надеяться, они не лечатся ядом. Замечательно. Замечательно. Там же еще кто-то есть. Понял. Так.
Greet the Reaper for me.
Блять. Плохо. Очень плохо. Очень. Блин, ну ладно. А, не восприимчивость я. Да, да, точно. Ну что ты перескакиваешь, я не понял. Ладно. Так, та-да! Сюрприз, мазафака. Где твой щит? Блять. Ах ты скотина. Вот это было просто фиаско. На ловость проклятие, классно. Невосприимчив к сону. Классно! Это лучшее, что могло... Нет, ну не прям самое лучшее, но очень хорошее, что могло бы быть, да. Неплохо. Да что ж ты к ней привязался-то, я не понимаю. А. Не круто.
Hurts, doesn't it?
Та-да-та-да! И это победа. Неплохой кристаллик. Тут нельзя спуститься. Класс. О, портал. Огонь. Но я ждал чего-то чуть-чуть получше.
The spirit of a woman cowers before you. She has her hand clamped over her mouth in a desperate effort to stifle the whimpering. Something catches her eye. Terror swamps her and she slips to the floor, screaming.
Help! Somebody! Help! Void Woken!
Ну, ладно, теперь можно и обнести тут все. Деньги-то нужны. Кубок. Книжки. Ух ты.
Junk.
Мусор, тебя не смущает, что такое, такие оковы тут? Что кого-то держали?
Villagers. Some slain by Voidwoken. Others... perhaps not.
Be grateful that you don't feel the need.
О, да, блядь, опять третий. Так. Ну давай.
The spirit of a matronly woman stands before you. She shakes her head as she soundlessly argues with someone unseen. A faint sound catches your ear, the rasp of metal upon leather, a sword unsheathed. The spirit's eyes bulge with panic. She raises her arms protectively. A chilling sensation passes right through you. For a moment, it sounds like you can hear a distant male voice utter a confused, huh? The woman's eyes seem to fix upon you, a brief flash of lucidity.
Big Magister did this. He didn't care that I was innocent. I heard them call him Stanley as I bled out on the ground.
The moment passes. There's another swish of metal through the air. The spirit collapses backwards, a silver gash opening the full width of her torso.
My, the giant...
Ну что? Сим-Сим, откройся.
These people were slain by blades.
I'll give you fair warning, stranger. Turn around and get out of here unless you want to end up like this treacherous filth.
He throws a kick into the ribs of a nearby corpse.
What they did deserved a lot worse than what they got. This lot were sorcerer sympathizers. Good Magisters died thanks to the one they were hiding.
He gestures around at the Voidwoken wrought destruction in the area.
They forced our hand. We've got to do whatever's necessary to hold the rot at bay. Smart move. Smarter than this lot, anyway.
You've earned your fate, conspirators.
Но я с ними не справлюсь. Да. Если что.
More slaughter. Killed by Voidwoken, who were killed in turn themselves.
The spirit of a dwarf woman stares despondently at her body and those of her loved ones.
A word of the wise, friend. Never help a sorcerer. They'll only bring death in their wake. No, not me. It was my bloody neighbours. Soft darts and softer wits, the lot of them. I did the right thing. Let the Magisters know what was going on.
Тварь. Просто тварь.
But when they came for him, he conjured up all these monsters. The Magisters were too busy helping themselves to save me and my own. Murdering sorcerer filth. You're the same as the one who did this. Dragging monsters into our homes and taking none of their...
Гномиха дурацкая. Мразь.
The stench of dead Voidwoken assails you. The thought occurs, sorcerers caused this.
Source is like life, a twin of death. The sooner the Magisters accept this, the...
Nothing's all good, sure as nothing's all bad. Can't throw the whole world in Fort Joy.
To think, this destruction could have been averted if sorcerers had shown some restraint.
Так, ну... Сыр. 3-й уровень, это... Сыр. Отлично, мы можем накормить эту мышь. Так, что тут у нас? Ничего, до свидания. Нет. Шерму украсть нельзя, жалко. Пустая кружка. Что там по весу у меня? Нормально. Так, тут у нас тело. Мы к ним потом... Тут и тут они. А там что неизвестно. А мне туда, да? Да, мне туда. Наверное.
Don't hurt me. Like I told them Magisters, you can search the house all you want. The sorcerer ain't here, the door's locked, and the house ain't even mine. Magisters told me to stand out front till they caught the sorcerer, and I don't want to upset them when they're on the warpath.
She closes her eyes.
Everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right.
Так. Это типа... Так, ну-ка, это мы сюда. Это мы сюда. Вперед, навстречу приключениям. Блять, что я взял такое интересное? Тюк. Что это я нашел? Неважно, потому что это 3-й уровень. Да. Заперто. Ну что ж. Есть работа. Забери эту бочку. То бы, если она как жахнет, плохо будет всем. Ну-ка. И что у нас наверху? А наверху у нас... О! Хорошо. Хорошо. Интересно. Интересно. Скорее всего, у них типа база. Да, вопящий тут, скорее всего, будет. А может, и не будет.
When you lie like that, you really break my sense of immersion.
Джонатан. Джонатан.
Come on, sorcerer, it's always the same tale. You're boring me.
Так. А нам придется через них идти. Не так. Наверное, на этом я буду заканчивать.